Hello, YouTube. This is Tina. Good morning. It is morning for me. This is an update on the atomic ormus. This stuff right here. So last night was the second night after taking it. And I definitely have to report this. Oh my gosh. I had the most intense dreams right before I woke up. And I mean intense. Now, I am a mad dreamer. I've been making videos about my dreams. But, so before I went to bed, I did my usual as I'm getting ready to fall asleep. And I know when I'm about to fall asleep because it hits me pretty good. I didn't need to take melatonin or nothing. I asked the moldavite to show me what I need to see. Make it in a way that I can understand. But, you know, dreams are very metaphorical. Even when they're vision dreams, it's almost in metaphors, like how the Bible was written. You have to literally interpret it, right? And I might need some help interpreting this. I don't know. So, most of the night, the dreams were all relatively, you know, like they always are. I seem to be dreaming a lot about my ex-boss, Frankie, quite a bit. He keeps popping in there. You know, I worked for him for 10 years, so maybe it's just my way of going through withdrawals of not being there at the sushi bar working. But when it really started to get vivid, where I'm almost like lucid dreaming, I guess you might say, I was working, but I wasn't like making sushi or anything like that, but he was in the dream. And he was in the dream the night before, too. On the first night of Ormus, he was in my dream. I didn't even tell you about those dreams, but I was at work again. Like I had just gotten back to work, and he's, hey, do you remember where it is? It's up there, up this big hallway, and there's some of my coworkers in there working at this weird sushi bar that was almost like a theater or something. But anyways, last night, when I was working on writing something. It was almost like I was working on something that wasn't really work relative, and I could sense he was kind of irritated with me, like, hey, quit doing that and go back to doing your real job. And so the work was like cleaning up the earth, and it was weird. It was like there were all these levels to the earth and the ground below where I'd have to crawl down in there and excavate or something. And there was all this buried trash, like socks and laundry and crap and just stuff. And I was like, I had cleaned the top layer, but there were all these like crevices going down where I could see the trash and everything. And I was like, I really can't go crawling down in there to go cleaning that up, you know, and it was the weekend, and I was going to go hang out with some of my friends that I guess I was coworkers with. There was a guy and a girl, and they were flirting with each other, and I was going to go hang out with them for the weekend. We were getting ready to leave for our weekend, and so we get in the car, and he's driving. I'm in the passenger seat, and I guess she's in the back. I don't even see her at this point. But we're driving away, and it's winter. There's snow on the ground. And it's like we're in the higher elevations up in the country. And like I say, there's snow on the ground. And we're moving pretty fast. And he's going up the road, and instead of going through the gate, he veers a little to the right and plows over the fence, and we end up back on the tires, and he's all cussing and cursing in the driver's seat like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And to me, it felt smooth. Like I didn't even feel hurt. there was something wrong with the seatbelt a little bit. And all of a sudden now, we're driving, but he's my ex-boyfriend, Forrest, and we're in this, like, Subaru, like, wagon style, just rallying. And it, like I say, it's still winter, and we're in the snow, and we're kind of up in the mountains, sort of, and, we start going faster and faster and faster. And I'm like, could you please slow down? Please slow down. Please slow down. I'm just saying this over and over again. And all of a sudden, he starts veering over to the edge, like we're going to go flying off of this cliff. And I say, oh my God, I've already been in one accident today. I don't want to get in a second accident. I don't want to die. And he steers away. He's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And he gets it going away from the side of the cliff. But we're just going faster and faster. Before I know it, we're going backwards. We're going backwards down this cliff, just flying. And I'm just like, oh my God, slow down. Please slow down. Please slow down. Please slow down. It's like all I can say over and over again. And we're going so fast. And now we're coming around a corner. And now I changed the wording from please slow down, I don't want to die, to we're going to slow down, it's going to be okay. We're not going to die, it's going to be okay. And those words get us going a little bit slower, and a little bit slower, and a little bit slower. And I'm like, we're going to be okay. We're not going to die, we're going to be okay. We're not going to die, we're going to be okay. And we get going a little slower until we pull up into a gas station. And I'm like, oh my God. I could feel pains in my body, swelling up in my chest. Could have been from the first accident, I was thinking. The seatbelt's broken. I'm like, here's your seatbelt. Doesn't even look like a seatbelt. It looks like some weird contraption. And I crawl out of the car, and I'm hurting. And then I wake up. It's about 7:30. I guess that's just when I wake up. But I can tell you, that was an intense dream. And I woke up and my hands were puffy and swollen. My eyelids, they're still kind of swollen. Like I'm retaining a bit of water. My kidneys were hurting a little bit. And they had been kind of hurting a little bit since even before I started taking the ormus. And I drank a kombucha yesterday. I tried to drink some water. Maybe I'm just not drinking enough water. You know, I'm drinking kombucha, apple cider vinegar. Maybe I'm just doing too much. Going too fast. Maybe the dream's a metaphor, but something's going downhill real fast. I don't know if it's a warning. I did ask the moldavite to tell me what I need to know. And things are happening really fast in the world in general. And maybe we're just going downhill real quick. Things are going to start happening quick. I don't know if it's a warning dream for myself, for the world, or what. Like I said, dreams are metaphorical. But like, you know, that was the second night I did take a little bit. If you saw my video yesterday, I just microdosed a little bit before I went to work. I haven't taken any ormus yet today. I have a cup of coffee with a little bit of some Shilajit in there. Shilajit, however you say it. I say stuff my own way, so please don't correct me. There's nothing worse than a corrector of people's pronunciations of things. Okay? I'm going to say tomato. You say tomato. I don't really care. I say a lot of words weird than other people. I'm a weird person. I'm a backwards, dyslexic, I'm a heyoka. I don't brag about that. I'm not one of those people, but I am one. But anyways, I don't want to get into that. That's not what this video is about. But anyways, like, I'm bear dreamer, okay? I dream prophetic stuff. I love dreaming. I love it when I can remember my dreams. And if there's people out there, there's a couple girls out there that have been asking if you want to remember your dreams, first of all, if you're smoking marijuana, just stop. I know I can't believe it that I said that, because I have been a marijuana smoker for 40 years. And I just stopped basically because, first of all, I don't have the money for it. Second of all, I don't really want to go looking for it here in this town that I just moved to. You know, when I was in Moab, it was pretty easy. Just go drive an hour and a half over to Natarita, or a couple hours over to Cortez. Boom. Get all the dabs and everything that you want. Like, I was dabbing hard. Especially with my roommates. And, came here to where I am now, and, ran out. Hadn't been taking any for a couple months now. Since I stopped, my dreams have went from 0 to 1,000. I'm lucid dreaming anyways, and ormus is supposed to help with that, like I needed any. And now, wow, that dream I had this morning was crazy. It was like gripping. I mean, we were flying down a mountain backwards in a car in the snow with no control. There was no control of the vehicle at all. We were definitely out of control. The person driving luckily steered us away from that cliff. I've actually had that happen to me in real life here in the canyon above where I live, where and it was winter. I don't know if it was a reoccurring nightmare from that, but I literally almost slid off of a cliff going down the canyon out of control, and I steered away from that edge and ended up in the ditch, and it wasn't even my truck. Interesting. It was I was doing a shuttle for somebody, and it was the very first snowfall of the year, and I didn't know we were going all the way up to Duchesne to drop these people off at the river, and I was to drive their truck back to Green River. Well, the rest of the people that I was driving with, they were long gone, and there was nobody to help me, and I wasn't even dressed prepared for winter. I had the car running the whole time while I was stuck in that ditch, waiting for anybody to help me get off of the mountain. Anyways, I almost froze to death. I thought I was going to die. I could have died if I had slid off that cliff. But anyways, this dream was similar, but even more incredibly intense. So, yeah. Wow. This was only night 2 of the ormus. And I'm going to keep diving into it. I'm not afraid. I'm quite intrigued by this ramp up of the dream world that's happened to me. And I didn't even take a large dose yesterday. I kept it small to the minimum, where the bottom line is 0.5 on the dropper, whatever that is. Anyways, and before I went to sleep, I didn't have the same effects like I had the night before, because I took a rather large dose the night before. I just took that mediocre kind of small dose, and that was around 7 o'clock. So from 7 to 11, that's when I felt sleepy and went to sleep. And at 7 in the morning, 12 hours later, were those incredible dreams. So, yeah, really interesting. If you are interested in wanting to dream more and remember your dreams, I highly suggest you get some of this and get this brand. It's very popular, okay? There's lots of videos of other people that take this particular brand. There's other brands, and I'm sure they're just as fine. This is the first kind that I am trying. I read all the reviews, and they're all really good compared to the other brands that I saw on Amazon. Looking at those reviews, there were a little more negative, like, this is, I can't even talk, didn't do nothing for me. I only read like 1 or maybe 2 out of the 3,000 reviews of this that were like nah, blah, whatever. But everybody, and I read as many as I could stand. I probably read 100 reviews of this out of the 3,000. And I watched some videos of people's reviews of this particular one here on YouTube. So I suggest you get some. It's really not that expensive, okay? Like $35. And I'm sure it's going to last a month. And I know dang well I spend way more than that a month on coffee. Okay? So, you know, give it a try. It's really interesting, but go slow. Drink lots of water. Drink more than what I've been drinking lately. I'm going to be drinking a lot more. I did get a new water filter because of this whole venom stuff that's going around on YouTube. I got the Zero water filter. Now, I read some bad reviews on the replacement filters on Amazon. Get them directly from the company. You can buy the water pitcher on Amazon. I think that was like $35. And it comes with a tester, so you can test your water. And I tested the tap water here where I live in Utah, and it's in the yellow, which it says is totally normal for Utah. It has a chart and everything. Utah came up a yellow state, and the numbers there are 200 to 300, and that's what came up on the water tester for the tap water. And the filter was exactly the same as the tap water that I've been drinking out of the fridge. I don't know if my dad never replaced that filter, and if he did, it doesn't do nothing. This water came out zero in the tester after I filtered it properly. And, you know, replacement filters can be expensive. I don't know if I'll go that route with these filters. I might just get a water distiller. I don't know, but now that I have the new water filter, I'm going to be drinking a lot more water. I'm going to make myself drink it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. Be safe.